Good afternoon, everyone. This is Michelle with Dear Betty. I hope that everybody's had a wonderful Christmas. And I recently had a request for one of my fellow YouTubers to do a cooking with me video. So I want to show you how I prepare my chicken wingettes in a pressure cooker. So I've already put them in a pressure cooker. I'm just going to show you everything that I put inside for it to infuse the flavor and everything in it. All of the seasonings, the chicken broth, everything that I put inside, and it'll cook for about 15 minutes, and then it'll let me know that it's ready by beeping. So here we go. Let's get started. Okay, so in my pressure cooker here is my chicken. It's my chicken inside. It's already inside of, I'm going to tell you everything that I put inside. So I added some chicken broth, 2 packs of Saison Goya. It's a meat tenderizer. It makes the flavor in meat pop. Any kind of meat. Any kind of meat. You use this right here. Oh my goodness. And in my seasoning drawer, I used all of my seasonings are in alphabetical order, and I actually got these jars from IKEA. So I just took everything that was inside of the little plastic jar that the seasonings come in, and I just poured them inside here. And I actually can just look over in this drawer. They're in alphabetical order. I can see what I have. I don't have to fumble through the cabinet and look for this, look for that. I actually got this idea from my mother. So thanks, Mom. She's looking down on me now, you know, and I just want to say I got this idea from her, and I really appreciate it. So in order to keep all my jars pushed to the front, I used a 2x4. If you can see it way in the back there, a 2x4. I just laid it flat. I have 65 jars in here, and I have my salt and pepper over here on the side. So it's a little spot over here for the salt and pepper. And it just worked out like that. So I used adobo. I used black pepper. This is all that I put inside of the pressure cooker. So I used adobo seasoning, black pepper. I used garlic pepper, garlic salt. I used onion powder, Lowry seasoning. I added salt, 5-spice seasoning, meat tenderizer, and a poultry seasoning. And I still have room to grow with all of the rest of the empty jars in the back here. So after pouring the chicken broth inside and adding the chicken inside, I'm going to close it up. It'll make a little noise to let me know that I have the lid on right. You hear that? Put the lid on. It's on right. And I want to make sure that my dial is put on the off pressure so that it'll seal. And it's a red knob over here on the side. When it pops up, all of the pressure is inside and the chicken begins to cook. So I want to lock it down. It makes it, and the lid does not come off. You see that? I'm shaking it. It's not coming off. And I'll make sure that I have my drip bowl in the back, which is this little plastic piece here. So it just snaps on in the back. So I'm going to hit the menu here, and I'm going to press it up to 6, because that's what chicken is. If you can see it right there, 06 is for chicken. You can also steam. Where's it at? You can do stew in here. You can slow cook, steam rice. You can do fish, steak, vegetables, beans. You can do so many different things in here. And it's foolproof. It's self-explanatory. So as it's preparing itself, I hit the start button and the pressure is starting to rise in it. So in 15 minutes, my chicken will be done. And then I'll be able to put it in this pan over here that I prepared. So I just put it in this pan, put it in the oven for about 10 or 15 minutes, let it dry out a little bit, and I'll be ready to eat. Okay. So what I prepared is mashed potatoes to go with it, which is the Idahoan roast potatoes, roasted garlic potatoes. And it's just this, the instructions on the back are so simple. So all you do is boil water, 2 cups of water. As the water boils, you turn the water off. You turn the stove off so that the water stop boiling. And then you just add the pack. Stir it in. And I've already added my ingredients. I put in some butter and a little bit of milk. So, and I've stirred it in pretty good. And all I'm waiting on is my chicken. My mother hate when I beat on the side of a pot. Oh my God. She would have a fit right now. And I'm going to put the lid on that. And what I have here is green beans, which are Del Monte, the French style green beans. And what I've done is I've added a little bit of butter in there, along with some hot sauce, some Texas Pete. If you've noticed, I've changed all of my containers so that they all fit in the refrigerator, because different size bottles, it's so hard to get them in the refrigerator. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. Excuse my refrigerator. So I have my jelly here, my mustard, my Texas Pete, and back here I have ketchup. And when I get another jar, guess what's going in there? My Miracle Whip. And then I have this Duke's. It's going in there too. So everything is labeled pretty much. And I just keep it all in this one little compartment right here. Everything fits because it's all the same size and they all fit inside. And this A1 is getting a bottle too. So yeah, I like organization. Certain kinds of organization, I'll put it that way. And so as my chicken is being prepared, I'll just get back to you as I put it in the oven and let you know that, show you what it looks like once it comes out of the pressure cooker. So the pressure is rising in the pressure cooker. You can see the little bit of steam coming up right there. And before you know it, my little red dot will pop up. And hopefully it'll pop up before long. I think I'm going to try to film it and see if it will. See if I can get that. It's almost there. It's moving closer. It's almost there. It's moving. It's coming to the top. Bam, there it is. Okay, so it's going to show me on the front of the pressure cooker how much time I have for it to cook. And so I have about maybe 20 minutes. That's what that means, 20 minutes. And I'll get back to you in about when it's done, when I'm getting ready to pull it out of the pot and put it in my pan over there to put it in the oven. Stay tuned. So I'm releasing the steam off of the pressure cooker so that I can take them out of the pan, out of the pressure cooker, out of the pressure cooker pot, and put them in my pan over there with the aluminum foil. And then I'll be placing them in the oven for about 10 to 15 minutes. So as I'm taking them out of the pot, they're kind of falling apart. If you can see that. They are hot. And I'll just be putting them in the oven for a good 10 to 15 minutes. So hold on. And so I've taken all of my wingettes out of the sauce. And I placed them on the pan. I could actually make gravy out of this, but I don't really want gravy today. So I'm placing them in the oven. For them to dry out a little bit. There you go. And when I come back, they'll be on a plate and ready to eat. Hold on. So while that's in the oven, I normally like to clean up as I go. That way I don't have a whole bunch of dishes and stuff waiting on me after I eat. So what I do is on this lid, I just pop off my nozzle here for my pressure cooker. Pop that off. I put it in the soapy water so it can start soaking. And I come back and get this this rubber ring, which is like the seal for the lid to keep the pressure in the pot. So I take this off. And I also put that in the water and let that soak for a little bit. I even put the lid in there. The only thing that you do not put in this water is the pot. You don't put the pot in there. Now the inside, let me see if I can show you. The inside is a little pot that comes out. So this part comes out and you're able to wash everything and wipe the actual pot itself down. So my pot has been emptied. I'm sitting it over in the sink for me to wash. I've already poured out the contents, and all I have to do is just wipe this down and put it back up for later use. Yeah, just let it cool off because it's still a little warm, and wipe it down. Put everything back together after it's dried, and then I'll store it back in my pantry. So when I come back, it'll be the plating of the chicken wingettes with the mashed potatoes and then the green beans right there. So as you can see, everything has been washed. I put all of my equipment back inside the pot for later use. I've already unplugged it and everything, so it's not going to make that sound. So, wait a minute now. Maybe I need to plug it back up so I can hear the sound to get the lid on. Hold on there. Get on there. Okay, there we go. Okay, so these are the wings. Getting ready to come out of the oven. And onto a plate. And here is the plating of the chicken wings with the green beans and the mashed potatoes. And on the side I have Peak sweet tea and a bottle of water. Oh, I got one. I had one more thing I needed to add. That right there. Woo woo. The key lime pie. So here's my plate again. Got my seat all ready. And I'm about to chow down. Okay, y'all. This has been Cooking with Michelle, or Cooking with Dear Betty. I'll put it like that. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. Leave a comment. I'd love to have you on my channel. Just subscribe, hit that subscribe button, and hit the alert button to let you know when I upload other videos. So until then, I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye.